All right, so this is chapter 1.3, page number 19. I'm doing number 3, 7, 11, and number 15. So let's start with number 3. For here it says line L bisects the segment, find the indicated length. So that since I know that this is line L, it bisect so the segment, which means that RS is equal to ST. That's what bisecting means. It cuts it in half. Now I know that RS is 5 and 1/8. And if I'm looking for ST, then that means that I know ST and RS is the same thing. So since I know RS is 5 and 1/8, I'm looking for RT. That means that the other one's 5 and 1/8 plus 5 and 1/8. I will have the whole line, which is what I'm looking for, RT. This is what I'm looking for, RT. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna do you have two options. You have however you wanted to add them. I'm just gonna go 5 and 1/8 plus 5 and 1/8. That is equal to 10 and 2/8. And then you can simplify this a little bit more. The answer is 10 and 1/4. Now let's do number 7. Number 7, same idea. Well, I know that PQ is equal to QR. I just know that, and that I'm given PR. So I'm given the length from P all the way to R. I know that is 9 and 1/2, 9.5. And I wanted to find QR. Well, QR and PQ is the same, so it's only half of PR. So 9.5 divided by 2, 9.5 divided by 2, and that is your answer there. Or if you wanted to put it in fraction, you could do that as well too, or decimal form as well too. I could 9.5 divided by 2, or I could do 4.75. So that's number 7. Now let's move on. Number 11 now. So for number 11, if you read this, M is the midpoint of the segment. Find the indicated length. Well, M, this is the midpoint. That means that if that's the midpoint, this length right here and this length, they're equal. So I have x plus 5 is equal to 2x. Now all you need to do is just solve for x. To solve for x, I'm just going to subtract x to both sides. Now what I have left is 5 is equal to x. Well, I'm not done here because it's asking for the length of AM. So from here to here. And I know that x is 5, so the whole length is x plus 5. Instead of x here, I'm going to replace it with 5. So it's 5 plus 5 equals to 10. That's your answer there. Number 15. Here it's asking to find SU. Earlier I was finding just half of the segment. Now I'm looking for the whole thing. So what you want to do is that you want to first figure out what X is, like the last problem. And to do that, you set the two segment equal to each other. Once you figure out what X is, just plug it in and add it all together. So I have X plus 15 is equal to 4x minus 45. Now solve for x. I'm going to subtract x to both sides since the right side, the x is bigger, so I'm going to minus x here, minus x here. Then now I have equals to 3x minus 45, and I have 15. Now I want to get rid of this 45 on that side. I'm going to add 45 to both sides, plus 45, plus 45. I have 3x is equal to 60. Divide by 3 to both sides. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. Now I have x is equal to 20. Once I figure out that x is equal to 20, I just plug it back in and then work it out to find SU. So then I know that, let's go plug it back into here and plug it back into here. So let me scroll down a little bit. So then I'm going to take 20 plus 15. That would be 35. And then now I'm gonna do four times. Now I'm gonna plug into the other one now. So 4 times 20 minus 45. 4 times 20, that's 80. Minus 45. That will equal to 35. So let me find where that is at. 35. So now I know one length is 35, the other length is 35. When I add it together, the answer is 70. So that is what I'm looking for. Show your work as well too.